I'm Alexandria Shrake, and I'm pleased to introduce Cody Bathershill. He's an accomplished Calgary-based realtor, passionate energy advocate, and he's also the founder of Canada Action. Tell me a little more about Canada Action, and then where does it fit into the energy ecosystem narrative?
Yeah, Canada Action, we're very proud to be a positive, fact-driven, respectful, inclusive, and nonpartisan organization that proudly represents and advocates for Canada's energy, forestry, mining, and food workers and industries. Those natural resources are the foundation of our national economic success. And we feel quite strongly and proudly that we have a great story to tell as Canadians, and we need to bring Canada together.
What do you think makes Canada exceptional then?
Well, first and foremost, it would be our fellow Canadians, that make up this industry at large. And we're proud to advocate for oil and natural gas, which is, our largest export. Fossil fuels remain about 80% of global energy consumption. We're also proud to advocate for Canadian hydropower. We're third in the world for hydroelectricity. 60% of our electricity is from hydroelectricity. We're proud to advocate for our biofuels and wind and solar. Many people don't know we're actually 9th in the world for installed wind capacity, which is pretty awesome when you consider that we are the 38th largest population.
But when it comes to First Nations rights and First Nations sovereignty, how would you suggest to build those inroads and meaningful partnerships?
I think there's some really great examples, specifically in mining and oil and gas, forestry, some of the largest employers of Indigenous peoples in Canada. There's projects like Cedar LNG. There's projects like Coastal GasLink Pipeline. There's some oil sands projects. There's ongoing mining partnerships. And there's a lot of examples of how to do things right so that everyone wins, everyone can benefit, everyone can work together from a position of respect.
A bit off script here. So say you were appointed as one of our elected officials. What's one thing that you would do to make change in the direction you'd like to see for the resource sector?
Well, I think we should be talking to Canadians more. I think elected leaders should be on TV every Sunday night talking about where does the money come from? What powers our economy? How does the world work? Energy doesn't come from a light switch and gasoline doesn't come from a gas station. So let's talk to Canadians about how Canada actually works. How do we live in the winter? How do we get food in the summer? How do we support our farmers and our miners, our foresters, our energy workers? How do we bring people together? And what are some opportunities? Why don't we make Canada one of the best places in the world to invest in natural resource development? Because there's growing demand for food, forestry, mining, and oil and gas and energy, electricity. Let's make Canada attractive. Let's make Canada competitive again. So we see that the United States and Australia are two of the world's largest LNG exporters, along with Qatar. There's many, many examples of where we've missed the boat, so to speak, and we know what we've missed out on. So it should help us course correct going forwards. And right away, no more barriers and roadblocks. This emissions cap, we're the only country in the world talking about an emissions cap at the same time on oil and gas while we're talking about wanting to support the economy. Those two things don't reconcile. No emissions cap, no more punitive policy, no more roadblocks and barriers. Let's bring Canadians together and support our natural resource sector.
We know that you've done a lot to bring people together. So are there new strategies or partnerships that you're pursuing to amplify your message at Canada Action? And what do shows like the Global Energy Show, how do they help?
Yeah, the Global Energy Show is an amazing venue to bring people together to talk about these issues that we're facing, both energy and economic security, and how these things are tied together. We know that many countries around the world are asking for Canadian energy, liquefied natural gas, or buying our oil more than ever before. So it's a great venue and opportunity to talk to maybe some foreign leaders, maybe some trade ambassadors and some ambassadors and consular members from some of these other trading partners and allies we have. Let's continue to make sure we have appropriate and full Indigenous representation. Let's get young Canadians involved. Let's bring labor. Let's bring Canadians from all walks of life, because even if you don't have an oil rig operating in your province, energy does impact you. Oil and gas does impact you across the country. Natural resources, many people might not know, is actually about 45% of Canada's manufacturing output is from natural resource-based business. So it's manufacturing, it's trade, it's exports, it's government revenues. We got to bring people together, and that's a great thing that we're trying to do, and that the Global Energy Show is an amazing platform to do. Well, thanks to everyone for watching. Really look forward to seeing you at the Global Energy Show 2025.
Thank you everyone for watching the Global Energy Show's 5x5 series. Looking forward to seeing you at the Global Energy Show 2025.